we offer one of the questions you might have asked after you saw my presentation with that is, why do I need a business warehouse anymore? Or why do I need to push things and use another system to do reporting analytics? Well, for a couple of reasons. Planning. First of all, planning. Planning has a lot of different information that just point out, predicting, bringing in maybe information from other external sources that I don't want to bring into my main system so that I can look at maybe market analysis. And then also maybe doing visual performances, being able to do more self-service reporting, being able to do collaborations, being able to tell stories. All right. SAP runs an SAP digital boardroom, right? And I guess I'll skip through all of this to get to that piece of it. But the digital boardroom that we run allows the CFO, CIO, CAO of our company all to get in a room and throw away the PowerPoint. They have 3 digital boards in front of us. They see real actuals, and they click on, and you'll see this in the video, they'll click on the different parts of it to get to where they need to go. I actually have a smaller version of that I'll show you. And I'm hoping we'll get to this, but this is some of the content for receivables. So this is where you're going to see the predictive pieces of it. So if you're looking at the overdue receivables, if you're looking at it by customer, what's incoming, and the payment predictive analysis, and being able to bring different analysis for regression, setting up your own modeling, that's all done within the solution. But I'm going to come over and show you the digital boardroom of finance, and hopefully we'll have some time to cover more questions. So what I'm going to show you right now is the finance digital boardroom, and then our treasurer, SAP runs SAP Treasury Solutions. The treasurer has a digital boardroom. So if you see this, and as I go through and explain this a little bit more, this is the Treasury digital boardroom. There's a 13-minute video. If you really are excited about Treasury, our treasurer gets up and walks through every different aspect of it. And I thought it was fascinating, but I don't get out much at all. So you can see we start off with a digital boardroom where it looks at everything. We want to know what's going on with finance, sales, our people, because we have all kinds of different solutions. All right, from that digital boardroom, I can get a company overview of what's going on with each of the different areas. And like I said, when they do presentations, they pull this up. So we can look at these. Are not real numbers either, just so you know, this is a version of this. So we can see revenue, total performance, and then they can also bring in information from key competitors to get a view of what's going on with our competitors like Oracle, Salesforce, Workday, analyst benchmarks. And then choosing what piece that you want to sit down and look at. Like I said, I get back to the treasurer. So I can look at quarterly details. I can say, all right, cash is the lifeblood of every organization. Being able to understand how much is going, our liquidity. That's why I brought up liquidity. We talked about everybody's talking about working capital, inflows and outflows. So we get a snapshot of what's going on in our liquidity by country. We look at where the liquidity is trapped, where the best rate of returns are. And I can drill and highlight on any individual areas. I can see this by individual companies, what cash we have, are we using commercial paper, what debt, money markets, our average. I can go over and look at our indebtedness. So if you're using our treasury risk management solution, capturing investments and debts, I can see a snapshot of what's going on with that. Or if you're even using another TMS, that's the thing about Analytics Cloud, you can use that other TMS and bring that information in there. And I can do some counterparty analysis. So we're bringing all that stuff in. I might not want to bring that in my ERP, but I want to bring it into my planning system. All right. And trap liquidity. So that kind of gives you a high-level overview of that. And then when you get the slides, you'll see there's pre-delivered content. So if you are using SAP Receivables Management, there's pre-delivered content within Analytics Cloud that will let you look at collections and analyze collections at different levels. Look at disputes, how disputes were solved, what disputes are out there, what's the root cause, and then credit exposure, all the different pieces of it. So I know they gave me analytics for 30 minutes, and analytics is like saying, it's just a huge bag of many different things. So what questions do you have in our little time remaining? So this You can bring it out of S4 directly to standard integration. Or you can bring in other sources as well. So for instance, if we all still have time, if people don't want to leave, I can spend 2 minutes walking through what this is. All right. Okay. So, yeah, it's an additional service. Yeah. So it's like you looked at and said, we still have more greater reporting needs to subscribe to this service, and there's all this pre-delivered content out there, and this is part of the pre-delivered content. I do not know. I'm not an account executive. Correct. This is the Analytics Cloud. This is if you still want to go ahead, and there are also, there's a lot pre-delivered within the software of S4. But if you said, okay, I want to do analysis and regression and all different types of calculations for maybe the market, for receivables, payables, all the different type of working capital calculations, you could take and bring in that information and do it here. Still do it in S4. This gives you another warehouse to plan. All right? Yes. What would you? All right. So you're saying you're using a separate one already? Thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate it. I'm not a business warehouse expert. I don't know that. If you have an account executive, I would reach out to them and see if they could put you in charge of a BW expert that would be able to talk about this pre-delivered content and how it can move to the Analytics Cloud. All right. Thank you. All right. Great. Any other questions? All right. Okay, good. You can, this is as of one particular point, just to kind of show you the prediction. So this is to give you a quick snapshot of what this is. Let me get that off of here. This is what you have in overdue receivables by customer at the highest amount. This is what's going to be overdue in days, what's in the system. All right, this is what's going to be coming in from them. And this is based on what's happened with the history that you've loaded into the system. They were always 2 or 3 days late or 5 days early. This is the payment predictive piece of it. So when we talk about predictive and insights, this is the different pieces. So we know they're going to pay on time for 10,574,000. They're not for 26 million, all right? That's between 1 and 15 days. And then the rest of it. So you can address and look at that. And then you can see the calculations down here at the lowest level. You can pull in those different pieces. You can even build your own calculations by creating your own plan. I think I'm going to get yanked off the stage here. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great conference, everyone.